Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be making some fish and chips. So come with me while we make this easy and quick meal for dinner tonight.
Alright, so for everything that we need to make this, we're going to need some yellow mustard. I have some Old Bay hot sauce. You can use whatever you want, me preferably. If it's not this, it's Frank's, baby. Frank's way or no way. I got 4 pieces of tilapia here. You can use any type of fish you want, whatever you please. You have your flour and you have your cornmeal. I have these little baby potatoes back here, which will be crushed and boiled. For our seasonings right here, we have them all laid out, have it pre-seasoned. But there's some cayenne pepper, lemon pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, MSG, baby, can't forget about that. Some Old Bay, some Creole seasoning. I have some mayonnaise, some Dijon mustard, and some sweet relish, and obviously salt and pepper. And can't forget what I already put in here is a pack of sazon. So that's everything that you'll need to complete this meal. So for the first 2 things we're gonna do, we're gonna get these boiling. We're gonna get these until they're fork tender, and then we're gonna get that tartar sauce started. You wanna get a nice generous pinch of salt to this. Maybe like 2 to 3 tablespoons. That's it. All right. So for while the potatoes are boiling, we can get started on our tartar sauce. So I have a soup spoon here. You can use a tablespoon. I like to add at least for just 2 people, so about 3 to 4 healthy spoon sizes of sauce, of mayonnaise, excuse me. That was 5. So that's pretty good there. Now we're gonna take our Worcestershire sauce and add about a tablespoon, a teaspoon, like that. A little umami to the party. All right, some relish, a tablespoon. It's got that everywhere. And then our Dijon mustard, tablespoon. Yeah, that should be good. All right, and then we can give that a stir. That all stirred up. And once this is all incorporated, you can take and add a teaspoon to tablespoon of sugar to this. Just like that, mix that in. And you can taste this as you go. Okay. So, as you're making the sauce, you can adjust it accordingly. I find that this needs just a tad bit more relish, sweet relish. And that's about it, and then this is perfect for me. So since this is done, we can put this in the refrigerator and get started on seasoning that fish. Okay, so I also forgot to mention we're gonna need 3 eggs for our dredging station. So you want to get your eggs and get these mixed up and battered up, just like so. You can use a smaller bowl for this if it's better, but this is what I have for now, so this is what we're going to be dealing with. All right, the potatoes over there are looking mighty good. All right, so for our fish, we're going to take, I have a little bit more of Frank's Red Hot, so I'm just going to dump that in here. We're going to coat this with hot sauce. Put the lid back on that. Now, whatever hot sauce you have, I'm gonna use this Old Bay. You just add enough to coat everything. And then you take your mayonnaise, your mustard, excuse me, and coat that as well. So once that's all done, you can give this a shake. Take your spoon, just like that, and go in here with your hands and just make sure everything is nice and coated. You will not taste this mayonnaise when the fish is fried. It's only for the seasoning and the flour and the cornmeal to adhere to the fish. But this hot sauce definitely gives it a nice little razzle dazzle. We're gonna let this sit while we get our flour station ready. All right. So for our flour and our cornmeal, not sure if I mentioned the cornmeal or not, but we're gonna take our seasonings and add that in here. And you're gonna get a whisk. You wanna take your whisk and whisk this up pretty thoroughly. Should be able to mix it enough until that white flour kind of starts to turn yellow. Alright, now you can take your finger and just taste the flour. In the middle. Yeah, that's tasting lovely. So, all right, I'm gonna wash your hands. Now, you want to get a spare plate to sit your fish on, because we're gonna fry our potatoes before we fry our fish, so our potatoes don't have a fish taste to them. So we're gonna get our fish ready to be fried, at least, so we can have this nice mixture here firmly attached to these little fillets. So I'm gonna take one piece, dip it in the egg, just like so, straight into the flour. Cover that up. Now, if you want these extra crispy, you can double dip them. Dip this back in the egg and then back into the flour mix. That is completely up to you. There's that. Just sit that there. Now you want to do that with the rest of them as well. Just flip. Here. All right, now that the fish are done, you want to have this just sit here until your potatoes are all finished up. Just let this flour and cornmeal mix get nice and firm with these fish, so you can pop these into the refrigerator until we're ready to get popping with the frying. And this will also be a great time to get your fryer on and get that heat up. We need that oil up to 350 degrees. So get that and get prepped for the fish. All right. Now that these are done, you just want to get these until they're fork tender. So you'll be able to just put your fork through it and easily slide it off the side. I'm gonna get these drained out. Right next to me here. And you wanna take your plate. Take a plate and a napkin. Just like so. And dump these out on here. lost one. So we definitely we just want to get these nice and dry, because you do not want to add any droplets of water into the oil, unless you want to be in a battlefield. So let these puppies dry off. I'll get back with y'all for the next step here in a minute. All right, so for the next step, you want to take each one of these potatoes. You're just gonna put them in your palm. Be careful because it's hot. You're gonna squeeze them. I don't know how I feel about this. Or just to like here. I'm gonna get it so when we put them in the fryer, they still stay intact. So again, if they are too hot, you can figure out the system here. Probably take 2 bowls, sit one there, use the other bowl, and squish it, just like that. So I'm gonna do the rest of these, and then when I'm done, we'll get to the fryer. Now that these are all smashed, this is the look we're going for here. Just gonna take them, carefully drop them in the oil, like that. The oil should be at 350 degrees. Just be careful not to overcrowd your pan. Try to do like 5 at a time, and I'll be pretty much good. Alright, so this is what we're looking for right here. Just a nice brown edge. So put yourself a pot and get those in there. It took about maybe 45 to a minute. Just like that. And then you can do the rest of them. So I'm gonna do the rest of these, and then I'll get back with you so we can get this fish fried up and get ready to enjoy this delicious meal. All right, now that they're all fried, I'm gonna take some salt and just sprinkle that salt around on them. And do this while they're hot. Some pepper. And then secret right here, some Parmesan cheese. Sprinkle some right over the top. Now, you want to clear your oven out and then place this bowl, like whatever you do it in, just put it in the oven, set the oven to like 300 degrees just until this cheese melts, and then this is finished. So I'm gonna get that done, and then we're gonna move on to frying this fish. All right, now that those are finished, we can start with our fish. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Take one, you drop it in. Depending on the size of your pot or your pan, you're fine with just 2 at a time. If you can fit more, then so be it, but you don't want to overcrowd. So we're just gonna have these fry. I like to fry them on 2 sides. So first side, fry it for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then flip it over for an additional 1 to 2 minutes. So a grand total 4 to 5 minutes, depending on how crispy and how dark you want it. So these pieces are done here. You can take these out, put them on your wire rack. And there's your other 2 pieces in. And there's some. All right, now we all finished up. Look how beautiful that looks, people. You know what I mean? Hey, this is another episode. What's this, number 6? Still didn't steer y'all wrong. But look at this. Add some of that hot sauce. I got that Old Bay right there. Get some of that right on top of there. Get your fork. And dip it into that. That homemade, look at that. That fish is nice and tender. Won't even stay on, but look, we're gonna go like that.
delicious. Hey, thanks for joining tonight. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And please put your notification bell on so you see our future shows. And also leave a comment for something that you guys would like to see. I got a rice video coming out and a sofrito video, so stay in tune, and I appreciate y'all. Have a great night.